Welcome to another edition of Bombastic. I'm your host, Imani Wilson. Welcome. What can I say on this second recording that you probably didn't get from the first one? Fuck that. I can say a lot. I'm feeling good. It's a good time, really. I mean, the thing is, if it wasn't a good time, would I want to talk about it? No. And let me tell you why. I'm going into this immediately fucking hot right now. Aggressive. Like, so aggressive. I'm one of those people that don't like to talk about, like, negative shit. Like, I think about that now. The reason why is because nothing good comes from, like, just harping on negative shit. That's why I notice, and, you know, I always try to, like, give it some thought. I know a lot of people have a lot of stuff going on. Like, yeah, folks dealing with their own internal battles, like, you know, depression's a serious issue, you know, anxiety, and just like other internal battles, and I've had to deal with those things as well. But I think the one thing that I was able to always see as like a commonality or some common ground to try to get over those things wasn't so much thinking positively, but also always working towards positive outcomes. Like, if you're feeling fucked up, don't listen to fucked up music. It doesn't help. Like, you know, or if you're in like bad, tough positions or something like that, you kind of want to put yourself in a position to be able to at least begin to feel better. So, you know, that's what it is. You always want to keep the energy around you good. I'm that person that always tries to serve as like that beacon. Don't get me wrong. There are times where I just don't want to be around other human beings. Like now, you see me like, you know, the waves of, you know, just they've, you know, they're gone. You know, I'm not necessarily the freshest. Well, I mean, still, you know, in all my splendor. But, you know, even in all of that, you know, being said, it just still makes you think, though. Like, you know, you just want to keep the energy around you. And this week, you know, I definitely did that by, you know, going and being featured on this podcast, True Story Bro podcast. And on this, got my boy Alteron and just like, you know, a bunch of like new homies I met. Funny fucking dudes. I'm talking hilarious. I'm telling you, that's one thing I have to say in my life. Like, being a nerd, you will be like it's so easy to get interconnected on so many other things. Like, I think being interconnected with other nerds has probably been the best decision I've ever made in my life. Like, I don't want to always have to be around, you know, motherfuckers whose biggest thing are always, you know, chasing a dollar. They're good too when it comes to making sure business is booming and, you know, you're always keeping things on the up and up. But fucking nerds, dude, like, nerds know how to get it the fuck in. So we were just chilling. I came through. I brought some black hors d'oeuvres, which, you know, Sprite, chips, pork rinds, Oreos, that kind of shit. We just shot the shit about a bunch of things. And, you know, like, it was really dope. So check them out again. That's True Story Bro podcast. They're available on YouTube. So my episode will be up there soon. You know, me up there, you know, shaking it up. But, I mean, otherwise, you know, I was feeling good. And business is fucking good. Okay? Let me fucking just say that now. Business is good, baby! Because, you know, I think more than ever, it kind of dawned upon me the other day. Like, I made a post on my Instagram, by the way, my Insta right here. You know, I found myself on my Insta kind of posting like, yo, dude, I realized I don't get up in the morning and have to rush and be like, oh shit, I gotta go run to this commute, or I gotta do this, I gotta do that. Those days are gone. Like, it's like I said off the last podcast, you know, I'm used to now going into the city because most of my jobs have always been in New York. Because, let's face it, I live in New Jersey, but the pay eats ass. It does. Aggressive. I don't give a fuck. It eats ass. It eats ass aggressively. So, you know, that's why I've always worked in New York. So, I would always get up, commute, you know, take the train, possibly have to take the MTA on top of taking NJ Transit. Because let's face it, even you know, in my most ball so hard days, I'm not driving into the fucking city. Are you mad? No. Even if I had it like that, I'm still catching the fucking train. Who the fuck wants to then be dealing with crazy fucking cabs and trying to find parking? No. And parking's a fucking nightmare, so no. So I was feeling good. Business is fucking booming. I'm just getting started. A lot of my ventures are, you know, sort of, you know, taking off of the ground right now. So I'm feeling fucking good. You know, it's just, you know, more so than anything, I'm just preparing for a very, very cruel hot summer. I can't wait for the fucking summer. Dude, when I say I'm gonna be busting my ass, first of all, like I mentioned on the last episode, my itinerary this year is dumb. Almost every month so far this year, I'm taking a trip somewhere. Somewhere. Like next month is Austin. May I'll be in Boston for a bunch of events. June, if I'm not mistaken, no, yeah, I'll be in Boston in May, and then Miami in May, and then June, I think June I might be in Texas again. But I'm just like, dude, almost every fucking month I'm like taking a trip somewhere, and it's either for family shit, business, and the whole 9 yards. Plus, I'm gonna say it now. And I follow a bunch of them. I'm going to really work on my fucking comedic routine. Like, dude, listen, here's the thing. I know I'm like weird in a quirky kind of sense and a little bit engaging on my own, but I'm definitely thinking like, dude, I could like do fucking stand up or something. Like, why the fuck not? Like, I could really put a whole like act together or some shit. So, dude, when I tell you business is just... I'm blessed. I'm thankful. I'm grateful. I'm blessed to be able to have you guys here constantly listening and viewing this podcast, which let me also say that now as we're in the, well, what mark are we in right now? Oh, within the first 10 minutes of this podcast, again, you can, if you haven't already, take this time to like, comment, subscribe, do all that good sort of shit right there in the comment section. Dude, I always want my comment sections on this podcast videos to be live. Because I feel like it's one thing for me to just talk at you, but I love to talk with you. So, that's definitely something I want to be able to do. Speaking of production and all that, I think it wouldn't be fair if I didn't also consider all the wild shit that I've had to do in production. Dude, I can tell you now off rip, I remember this one time in which I was tasked to do this one guy's YouTube series. I'm not gonna say his fucking name just for the sake of my own professionalism or whatever. But he was this guy who was very theatrical, super just sassy. So he's one of those sort of like cats that you could just tell it's like, hey dude, I know you want to be that nighttime host, but your work is just not. I don't know if it wasn't that it wasn't good. It was just. It was just too theatrical. It was just like too much to where you could tell you that guy in theater to when you fell, you didn't just fall. You said, oh, and then you fell. So it was too fucking much. So this guy, he had like, what's the best way I could call it? It was like a video series of stuff that he would ultimately be bitching about. So he would just be like, oh, today I'm going to cover blah, 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 blah. And then blah, 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 blah. And I look back on it because, like, I see all the work and shit that I've done for it. And I'm like, dude, what the fuck? I'm like, first of all, I recorded that with, like, my first camera that's, like, hanging up on this shelf here. My fucking handy-dandy, trusty-rusty Canon Rebel T3i. And I just look at it and I'm like, dude, I remember hitting this guy up every fucking week about those fucking uploads. Like, I just remember that shit. And again, back then, you couldn't tell me shit. It was like, okay, I got a job, plus I got this little side shit, and then I'm trying to work connections. I mean, through him, I got a connection with a recording space out in the city. So it was like, it all kind of made sense later on down the line. And then those connections started to just continue to expand to other things. So it just, like, it's all about the journey and not so much just the destination. So the journey's been fucking lit. So I had to go and deal with this sassy McSasserson and his just terrible fucking YouTube series. And I think it was less about him being sassy and more so just about the fact that it was like, dude, this just isn't good shit. No one wants to hear you fucking complain. At least for me, I think I do less complaining and it's just more so like color commentary on shit. So that's it. Like, that's all. And then what was the next thing? Oh, so there at one point was, I don't know the current status of it, this whole wave of like urban crime drama web series. Like one of the biggest ones out of New York was a series called Money and Violence. So Money and Violence was huge at one point or another. I think these guys were some cats from like Brooklyn. They got it on like the local New York like public access channel. They got it on some like local channel in New York in the city. And that shit blew the fuck up. And it blew up because so many people just saw how raw and how damn near real it was. You could tell it was just like, all right, these are some cats who had like a camera or two, a dedicated editor, and they were just on the Ave sort of painting these like, sort of like street stories and shit. So it was interesting. I mean, some of it's like fucking comedic for it to be like serious. And then certain parts of it are like comedic as fuck. and cut away from the seriousness. So Money and Violence was huge. Needless to say, there were so many fucking copycats because Money and Violence blew up, and then they got like this multi-million-dollar, like this like $1 million plus deal. And you don't give some motherfuckers from Brooklyn $1 million plus deal because you know what they're gonna do with it, baby. They gonna take that money, they gonna go get fucking fly, they gonna go get a whip. They're going to go out, hit the club up a little bit, probably open up a couple of small LLCs or some shit, do something in party promotion, and they're going to fuck it up. That's just what they're going to do. And then I think they made like a second season, which I think Jay-Z signed them, because that's his like boss moves. Like, yeah, I'm from Brooklyn. I'll give you all like 1.5 million. Let's see what you do with it. All I know is they made a second season that had way better production values, but then people kind of stopped giving a shit about it. I don't know if they're going to do season 3. Who knows? My point in all of this is I work with a guy who tried to do something like that, but it was on like not even a shoestring budget. It was on like I got $30 to buy us a slice of pizza, some cigarettes, and a gallon of water with some plastic cups. As I called it a 40. I called it a 40 ounces and a pack of Newport's Productions because Spike Lee has 40 acres and a mule. Nah, this cat was 40 ounces and a pack of Newport's Productions because it was fucking terrible. I was shooting this little fucking improv hood urban drama out in the fucking hood of like Jersey City. And when I say I'm in the hood of Jersey City, none of that like, oh wow, you're on North Avenue. No, bitch. I'm over there fucking like I'm talking deep as fuck on the number blocks of fucking Jersey City. Well past 8th Avenue, a couple of fuckways from fucking Pavonia and Newport. I was in the hood. Okay? I'm talking to the point where like any minute like some shit could have just went left. And then on top of that, I'm doing this with gear that wasn't even mine. I was using gear from the last fucking job I worked at, my very last job. I was using their fucking gear. And again, this guy, he would like get these cats that he knew of and was working with, and rather than a script, because these guys were trained fucking professionals, and I say that fucking sarcastically, aggressive. And the whole thing was, you're like telling them to improv certain shit. So you're like, yeah, so this right here is gonna happen. So this person owe you money, right? So because they owe you money, you're gonna roll on and be like, yo, what the fuck is that about, man? And then from there you're gonna say you don't know what you're talking about, because the last bit of money you had to go ahead and go pay for your auntie to get a blood transplant. And it's like, bro, what the fuck is going on here? Because again, it was the most just put together, pish posh, just jalopy of a fucking production. I mean, some of the people were real cool, but you could just tell again the concept and execution was real bad. It was real bad, and and like I said, he did his damnedest, but it just wasn't all that great. So I remember doing that, and I think the wildest shit is, I actually recorded a fucking funeral service. I don't know why someone would want that fucking footage, but I recorded a fucking funeral service. And it was fucking wild. Because you think about it, how many people are going to be like, damn, you know what? Fuck. It's such and such's birthday, right? You know what we're going to do? Get the DVD. We're going to go and pull up Granddad's, Granddad's fucking funeral service. No. Let's not fucking pull that shit up. I don't know why this person wanted this shit. But I literally thought to myself, maybe, just maybe, I might fucking record this open casket. Maybe. But it was just weird and different. All I know is I got paid like handsomely to do so. Several $100s to do so. And I edited it. And yeah, it was just like, it was one of those things. But when I say the shit you do to earn your stripes, bro, it's the shit you do to earn your fucking stripes. So you literally fucking, go through fucking extra, you go through fucking theater rejects to fucking hood fucking classics to then going into just the strange and obscure. And of course I had the people was like, dude, listen, you like shooting events like this? Dude, get in the porno. You don't have to be the talent. You can be the behind the camera talent. Fuck it. Dude, I can't tell you how many times I've had at least 3 different types of fucking like inquiries about me recording porn. One was from a homie. I'm not going to say who that homie is. They know who they are. And they stumbled upon meeting this random porn star who was her own niche porn star because she was a big girl. Okay, she was a big girl. That was a thing. And he's a little guy into big girls. And he told me they were tumbling around and she was like, yo, you should be in the industry, like you could do this. And he was just like, yo, what if I told you I got the word that I could do this porno. Would you do it? I was like, bitch, you just gotta give me the right number. I mean, now I feel like the stakes are a little bit higher. So if I'm gonna do that now, it's kind of like, probably not. But back then, I was like, bitch, throw me the number. He's like, but dude, I might be naked. Bitch, I don't give a fuck about seeing your ass. What do you think? I'm like, dude, you think I care about seeing your dick? I want this money, bro. Like, what are you talking about? I don't give a fuck about that. Aggressive. So aggressive. So that's what I'm like, fuck that, man. So, this is a fucking far back Friday. This is like taking it back motherfucking old school, bro. So, yeah, I mean, it's not so much about the fucking destination, but more so the journey along the way. So, the shit I've seen in production, and of course I've had normal, pretty good fucking production, so I can't fucking complain, man. So we're gonna easily go ahead and transition over into the newest segment, sports. So as you can tell, for those following NBA basketball, my Knicks are still on a roll for fucking hardcore tanking. Shout out to the New York Knicks, currently in the sweepstakes to try to get the lottery pick for possibly Zion from Duke. As it last stands, I think we lost to the Suns, which ought to help us in a great way. And also shout out to the fact that we've got a fuck ton of cap space. We've got some first round picks, and at this point, it's either Kyrie and or Kevin Durant and or Anthony Davis and or Kawhi Leonard. That could be a New York Knick. Now, if you follow basketball, you know those names I just mentioned. There's a great chance one, if not some of them, could be New York Knicks. So I'm fucking excited. Like I said, right now my Knicks are kind of like the Cleveland Browns of basketball, but it's all good. Knicks fan till I die. Ain't nothing changing that motherfucking shit, straight up. But what is changing, I should say, is LeBron James and the Lakers. Now he just recently passed Michael Jordan for fourth in all-time scoring in the NBA, in which he, in his own sort of way was like, wow, I feel so accomplished. Da, 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 da. First of all, you have people, his former teammates saying yeah, of course he passed Jordan fourth all time. It was a fucking bog. And some people's like, fuck that, he's LeBron James, one of the better, if not best players to ever. What the fuck ever, dude? It's an accolade you pass Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan's practically basketball Jesus. I get it. But the whole thing is that LeBron's not without his fucking detractors. And on top of that, the Lakers aren't making the playoffs this year. So, that's tough. But guess what? Space Jam 2 is coming out next year, so hold that down. That's what I'm telling you. That's it. You want to see LeBron? You're going to see LeBron in Space Jam 2. I ain't seeing that shit because, nah. I'm good on that. Switching fucking sports. NFL free agency. Now, let me tell you this. I think free agency is supposed to be open officially this upcoming Wednesday. Like, once this podcast is released, this upcoming Wednesday after free agency is supposed to hit. Now, my understanding is between my New York Jets, the Cleveland Browns, the Indianapolis Colts, and a couple other teams that just have money to fucking burn, this fucking free agency is going to be aggressive. Okay, for the Jets, it's huge because, number one, last year we just got a rookie quarterback who looks like he's shown some upside. He needs some help on the offense. Defense needs a couple of pieces to make it fucking competitive. It's just unfortunate that they're in the same division as the Super Bowl defending champs, New England Patriots, because we pretty much have to get through them. They're like the big bad bullies of fucking football for the most part. But the Jets have money. They've got a high draft pick at number 3, which they may be trading around and down. Hopefully they get that freak fucking wide receiver that looks like a fucking anime character and shit to possibly join and help the team. Who knows? We'll see. But what I find is fucking funny is that former Steelers wide receiver Antonio Brown, who I don't know what the fuck he's doing with his physical looks these days, because first of all, he used to have this weird geometrical fade that would have a little puff and part and placement to it. Now he's turned into these weird short weird twisty lock things. One is brown, the rest is black, one is blue. I'm like, his fucking mustache is blonde. Dude, let me say this now. Because I saw him do that shit, and I saw Donald Glover, a.k.a. Childish Gambino, do this shit as well. If you're black, okay, I'm going to say this now, and this is my own take on it, okay? Aggressive or not. The shit's not a good look. It looks fucking weird. It looks fucking creepy. Even if you're a darker skin or a darker toned person or a lighter toned person, you're not a natural blonde. So to randomly have black hair up top and have a blonde fucking mustache is awkward as fuck. It's strange, to say the very least. That's why when Antonio Brown was doing it, I'm like, okay, maybe he's doing this because he wants to do everything he can to get the fuck off of the Pittsburgh Steelers. Cool. But what he didn't fucking know was that his ass was gonna fucking go and wind up being traded to the Buffalo Bills. Now, the funniest shit about that is literally when NFL on Instagram announced it, he literally went in the comment section and put the little siren emoji and put fake news. Cause he's like, nah, I ain't on the motherfucking, on the Bills. Fuck out of here. Yeah, buddy. He was gonna get fucking traded to the fucking Bills. Now, I think what was so fucking funny, and I gotta pull this fucking video up, because this shit had me dying. Somebody featured up on here, they literally said when Antonio Brown found out he was being traded to the fucking Bills. Hold on, let me see this shit. Oh, fuck these ads. Dude, I also, by the way, I need to go back to YouTube Premium. Like, I miss being able to just click some shit and it'd be like no ad. Like, now I don't want to see a paper towel ad. I want to show you guys this funny shit. So, I gotta see this shit. I'm trying to see if this was it. No. It wasn't it wasn't Let It Burn. Either way, I'm gonna find the fucking clip, but it basically, what fucking video was it where Usher was just like, huh? No, wait, nah, man, stop playing. Nah, man, no, you can't be serious. Basically, in short, motherfucker called his agent and was basically like, yo, listen, okay, I don't know what the fuck you gotta do, but don't let them fucking trade me to Buffalo, bro. Not the Buffalo fucking Bills, please, of all teams. And granted, they're in my fucking division. We sometimes lose to the Buffalo Bills, which is sad to fucking say as a Jet fan. But guess what? The man didn't call up and be like, wait, I'm getting traded to the New York Jets? Nah, fuck that. Hold on. No, the man literally called his agent and was like, fuck that shit. And the Buffalo Bills had to make an announcement today that they would be continuing their search. Dude was going to be a Buffalo Bill and said, fuck that and fuck y'all. That is some funny shit. He was not beat for the bullshit. Because, I mean, just to give you the long short of it, the Buffalo Bills and fucking football are fucking horrible. They just are. So he was like, yeah, no. You're not going to take me from a competitive team like the Steelers and throw me on the fucking Bills. No. Fuck no. So I thought that shit was hilarious. It was motherfucking hilarious. You talking some aggressive shit? That's some aggressive shit to call your agent and be like, yeah, tell the motherfuckers y'all trade me to the team, I'm retiring. Because that was the rumor. He would rather fucking retire than be a Buffalo Bill. On top of that, I think the Bills last season had a guy literally retire at halftime. My man's literally said, fuck this shit. Matter of fact, hold on. I gotta find it because I fucked up on the I fucked up on the fucking Usher video. I gotta find it. There we go. Vontae Davis on September 18th, it said the decision by the Bills veteran cornerback Vontae Davis to abruptly quit the team and retire at halftime of Buffalo's 31-20 loss on Sunday to the Los Angeles fucking Chargers will be the defining moment of his 10-year NFL career. How fucked up is that? And mind you, that's in September, which means the season, it was maybe the second game of the fucking year, if not the first game of the year. He's like, nah, I'm done. Fuck all this. What fucking other person can say they literally at halftime? Meaning my man literally played all of football game an hour. So he played 30 minutes into the hour of the fucking sport and was like, yeah, I know it's lunch and everybody's drinking Gatorade and having pep talks. Nah, bro, I got to see y'all on the other side. That's some fucked up shit to do. So, you think Antonio Brown was trying to go in this situation? Nah. He wasn't off the shit. Not at all. Oh, and then of course, speaking of my other favorite football team, New York Giants, Landon Collins, Pro Bowl, All-Pro for the last 4 years safety, is set to be a free agent. As a Giant fan, I'm sad, I'm confused, I'm dazed, I'm fucking furious. I'm a fucking wave of emotions. I'm in a glass case of emotions. I don't know what the fuck to feel right now. That's why you heard my tone and everything fucking change, because I'm upset. I'm fucking upset. I don't know what the fuck the point in any of this is. Just like I'm tired of people talking about trading Odell. Leave Odell the fuck alone, okay? First of all, Odell's fucking great. Alright, his name is Odell. Okay, last name is Beckham, and he's a junior. Alright, he's cool, he looks cool. You know, he's a funny motherfucker on Instagram and shit to follow. Don't fuck with Odell. Let Odell be great. Okay? So it's fucked up to see Landon Collins have to possibly hit fucking free agency. But I know free agency is going to be a beast come next week. We'll see what happens. So many players will be switching other teams. Some more rivalries will be in the mix because some players from rivaling squads will be mixing around and moving around. It's just going to be drama for the sports season. So sports shit is fucking heating up right now. It really fucking is. But moving on from sports, because I know a great, populace of folks who listen to this are like, I don't really fuck with sports like that, my guy. So, speaking of things people don't fuck with, because I don't fuck with this at all. All right, this Neverland documentary about fucking Michael Jackson, I'm gonna just give you my honest take upon it. And I'll break this down to be succinct. So, do I think that it is okay for victims to be punished for deciding when it's comfortable for them to come out about the things that they faced? They shouldn't be punished. Shouldn't even be judged. It should be one of those things in which a person should be able to speak their truth and feel comfortable in sharing their truth. I just so happen to fucking think that sometimes you have opportunists, and I think it's best to let all the evidence come out. And I think it's also best to maybe not attack somebody when they're not here to defend themselves. That shit's just not fair. Because just like somebody said, if you're going to go after Michael Jackson, they need to go against the Elvis Presleys of the world. You need to go against every person who was at a height of fame and money and power, and they possibly abused that fame, that money, and that power. So this documentary, I don't know how to feel about it. Am I going to see it? Probably not. Am I going to stop listening to Michael Jackson's music? Probably not. I'm sorry. Rock With You is my shit. If I'm in a fucking terrible mood, Rock With You, just the video alone brings a certain fucking happiness to me. Because I remember being a kid and thinking that was one of the coolest videos ever. And it was just a man in a glittery suit standing behind a fucking laser projector on a regular ass fucking backdrop of a dark backdrop with a laser projector behind him. So I'm just fucking saying, man. I don't know. I've heard so much from the documentary, like I said, on the podcast I was featured on this week, they spoke about it. One of the guys, he watched it pretty in-depthly. When I went there, he had the shit paused, and I was like, yo, dude, you're in this. So, not in it, but really into it. But I'm yeah, man, it's just, I don't know. It kind of goes synonymous as well with this whole R. Kelly shit. Now, with him, I think it's a little different. Because you got video evidence. That's the one thing with Mike that I don't like. Mike isn't here anymore. He's been dead for 10 years or more. On top of it, again, where's the evidence? There's no actual evidence, concrete, that says this is what the fuck he did. R. Kelly, now the R. Kelly tape that came out almost 20 some more years ago, I never watched that shit because I don't want to see that. I don't want to see some dude fucking, as alleged in the video, fucking doing something with some underage fucking girl. No, dude, it's fucking weird. I'm mad that was even a thing. Did you see the tape? No, I don't want to see the fucking tape. And you're pissing on people. Come on, dude, it's fucking weird. That's weird shit, bro. And then on top of that, with him, it was fucked up because, look, he most recently did this interview with Gayle King, I believe her name is. And pretty much Gayle through the whole interview was just like this. I'm going to let you talk. And dude was blowing the fuck up, screaming and hollering, letting it know this was he was fighting for his life and this is bigger than this, and this. So it was a whole big thing. So for women, and this happening during women's, Women's History Month and their International Women's Day and all those different things, this was a defining moment of look, we're holding someone who's been a long alleged predator accountable for, unspeakable crimes against the women that he's victimized. And, you get all these mixed reports out of people, the women that are staying with him and oh, he's not holding me against my will and blah, blah, blah. It's just fucking weird. It's just mired in weird shit. So for him, my judgment is only in looking at the evidence. Because I've had to also really try to come to a decision and say, what do I feel about this whole R. Kelly thing? Now, will I listen to R. Kelly's music? No. Do I support R. Kelly? No. And the reason why is because what I've seen thus far from the tape, or at least not from what I've known about the tape, what I've heard that's been established by the tape and the evidence thus far, it just seems like it's really Like it's really fucked up shit going on. And I can't really stand behind somebody like that, especially when you've said shit like I'm the Pied Piper of R&B. Dude, you said this after you were accused of allegedly sleeping with a fucking minor. And the Pied Piper story is about a fucking musician that goes into a town, plays music that lures the children out of town when the fucking townspeople don't pay for him luring the rats out of town. So don't call yourself the fucking Pied Piper after you've got like abuse of a minor charges, my guy. That's just really fucking weird and creepy. Like, I don't care if you're like, no, that's not what I meant. Still, bitch, think about what that implies. That's fucking weird, bro. So, for me, it wasn't so much just that to also talk about, but it was covering that. And the fact that I had to distance myself because I feel like it's in terrible taste to support an artist who, again, all signs of evidence are pointing like, yo, bro, you've done fucked up shit. But what the internet continues to do undefeated wasn't so much that it was just that, but motherfuckers made a club remix of his fucking interview. If you don't believe me, listen to this shit. It kind of sounds like you don't want to believe the truth.
At this point, we briefly pause the interview to give Kelly a moment.
They're trying to count me though. Don't want to believe it. Yo, I'm like, why the fuck did someone somehow think to fucking do that shit with a fucking interview? It's wild. But again, the internet is fucking undefeated, yo. It's unfucking defeated. This is why I say when the internet ain't shit, the internet ain't shit, man. Fuck. Because I was like, wait a minute. I want to know the soul that was out here that saw the interview and was like, hold on for a second. You don't hear that? Hear what? Listen. You just don't want to believe the truth.
At this point, we briefly pause the interview to give Kelly a moment.
And then this shit. This is fucking stupid. Who the fuck came up with this? This shit is so fucking stupid. This shit is fucking ridiculous. Jesus fucking Christ. Oh my God. People are fucking stupid. Oh, God damn it, dude. Oh man. Like, I bullshit you not. It's just fucking hilarious. It's fucking hilarious. So, another thing that I gotta mention on, because this is like the latest fucking thing to come out. Apparently, this is shifting gears from R. Kelly and fucking club music about R. Kelly. Going into gaming, because I know that's what people love, because I'm a, gamer. And also, this is a big part of this episode as well, so I gotta make this announcement. But, first article speaking about gaming, it's got that Sony is finally giving the PS4 an iOS mobility feature 4 years in the making. Now, I was wondering what the fuck this was about, so we're gonna break this down. It says, with Microsoft moving in a very clear direction with the Xbox One, with the stated goal to bring Xbox games to as many platforms as possible, with Game Pass or new cloud-based streaming service or whatever else has up its sleeve, Sony is performing extremely well simply by sticking with what it knows and remaining as walled off from the other platforms. But what they said is that what's coming now is that this update will leave and expand the footprint of PS4 to a couple 100 million new devices. So apparently, some fucking way with this most recent update that's happened on the PS4, there's an update that now allows for remote play for iOS devices to iPads and iPhones. It says this remote play app that allows you to play the PS4 on a different device. But the baffling part about this is that even though remote play was introduced in 2014 and it's been on Android ever since, it's taken 4 years for it to come to iOS devices. Now as this console generation is coming to a wind down. Even though it's a cool feature, the bad news is that you can't use DualShock controllers on iPhone and iPad unless they're jailbroken. broken. So you're going to have to use either the on-screen overlay touch controls, or you can have a third-party game controller that works with those devices, which isn't so much of a great idea. But it says technically you have been able to do remote play on PS4 for a while, but always through other apps and not through anything Sony's made officially, and they usually cost money when this update is free. So basically, like the article is stating on Forbes as well, it is weird because you are ultimately saying now that apparently I can take like my fucking iPad, you know, and be able to go ahead and just now like remote play with the fucking iPad. I mean, I don't know necessarily why I would want to do that, but I mean, it is dope, and it's kind of giving you maybe an insight of the sort of shit that they're doing with the PS5. And that's what I was thinking as far as PS5 projections, which is the second part of my thought here. My thought is, I think the PS5 is going to come out next year. I think 2020 is going to be a good year for marketing a lot of new devices because, you know, with the, you know, rollout of 5G coming to more and more cellular networks and different things like it, they're going to want to continue to really optimize new devices to be prepared for 5G services. I mean, I was looking at getting a new phone. Apparently, I've heard 5G phones are going to come out to at least another 2 years from now, which is probably a good time of when I would want to get a new phone because I'm not into this folding phone bullshit. No. So I feel like the PS5 is probably going to have a lot. I feel like the PS5 is going to rip a lot of the Switch off. And it's probably going to be Sony's first device that allows you to be able to play it at home and on the go and on Sony devices and on Apple devices. And I think that may be Apple's foray of getting into the content spectrum. Because I know Apple, because now, you know, iPhones, iPads aren't moving like they used to because they just have so many devices. I feel like Sony would probably be the most ultimate partnership, Game of Thrones style that they would want to get into. Now, I was going to talk about the Game of Thrones fucking trailer, but I mean, if you haven't seen the trailer, you're obviously under a fucking rock, and it showed a little bit of what's to fucking come, but we're not touching on Game of Thrones right now, because Game of Thrones is just amazing, and the final season is April 14th, but that's neither here nor there. Speaking about Sony and its collaboration potentially with Apple, and that being a Game of Thrones-esque fucking mashup like we've never fucking seen. It would be like Jon Snow and Daenerys Targaryen forging forging the Unsullied in the North like it is in the final fucking season. So if that's what's to come on the PS5, then yeah, bitches, the Apple and Microsoft wars fucking continue further. So you're hearing it here first. I think the PS5 is going to have some collaboration with motherfucking Sony and Apple, period. That's fucking aggressive, baby. But otherwise, speaking of things that are like coming and coming out, Devil May Cry 5 is out. Can't say I'm necessarily thrilled for it. I think as someone who's been a long Devil May Cry fan, I'm a little exhausted. I know this one includes Virgil, Dante, and I think son of Virgil's? Yeah, son of Virgil's, because Dante's like the crazy ass uncle in this one. So I'm trying to remember who that was, the fucking his nephew. Fucking names for fucking passes me. I don't know. Again, I know the game's coming out. I'm not necessarily thrilled about it. Can't even remember the main character's name because I don't really give a fuck about it. I'm waiting for fucking Sekiro to come out. That bitch will be out in like a good 2 weeks because that's a day one buy. But yeah, if you're interested to know, yeah, Devil May Cry 5 is out. So yeah, you may want to go ahead and cop that if you give a damn. And now for the special announcement, which ultimately concludes this segment of the podcast here. I am officially announcing on this podcast, both in audio and video form, that I officially am going into streaming. Now, most people would say, does that mean you're going to drop your Twitch? No. It's also going to be on YouTube as well. So the same address, the same links, again, youtube.com. I believe my username is Enigma417. That's been the case since I was a fucking kid. Not gonna drop it. Again, you can look that up under Imani Wilson or Imani Wilson Bombastic Podcast. Either or, switch it around. Bombastic Podcast with Imani Wilson. Have you put it together? But I'm going to be doing the streams and crazy shit, such as recording Let's Plays, doing the streams, and you can check this out, like, right about now.
You know what?
What a fucking piece of shit. God damn it.
Oh fuck.
Oh my god, that's fucked up. Oh shit, I'm fucking finished. And I'm mad because that was a supreme roast, and now I want funnel cake. Y'all are both pieces of shit for that. God damn it, dude.
Oh my god.
I ain't gonna get
You're
no.
not playing. You're getting fucking torn. You're getting the fucking shin.
Oh yeah. Lovely. I didn't record the last game, which was good. Now I get to record the shit when you speak about the man going to the fucking county fair. I fucking guess.
See, Tink, there's that, and you still haven't seen my penis.
Oh my fucking god.
I swear to God, Havoc is a horrible human being. Take it from another fucking twisted individual. He's fucked up. They have a Rhine and a Zarya and a fucking
They have a Mei?
Zen. Bet.
Yep, they do.
Oh my
Back
god.
that ass up. Dude,
Come
how'd
back,
you
cocaine.
die so
I
fast?
do cocaine.
These bitches are on
I
the
guess
point
somebody on
already.
point.
They
Oh
use
my
the
god,
fucking-
how'd they get here?
They use the sim fucking technique. Those bum rush the point. I'm dead. No, bitch, your charges eat ass. Fuck out of here.
Oh no. Oh, okay, I'm good.
Tank, please keep me up. I promise you, I'll go ahead and give you charge, all of that, and alright, never mind. I'll just die a horrible death.
Yo, I'm finding a fucking fully charged Zarya
You
here.
if you can go up and to the
I'm
right.
gonna be 100% real with y'all. That shit hella smart for how annoying this choke.
It is.
It's very smart.
I'm gonna beat her ass for it because I didn't think about it first.
Got the fucking Sam.
Like, it kind of nullifies the whole purpose of having force.
Oh, I really tried.
What does?
Really tried.
That technique, if they can just literally wrap so my turret's not blocking them at the choke.
Yeah, and they got the point.
Now she's got no cooldowns.
Or fucking Sombra as an idea too.
Fuck this bitch just made.
That rhymes.
Well, yo, Hunt, you just got
that
out
was,
of that.
That was a waste of fucking all.
Haha.
Thank you.
What do you want, Venom? Fucking Sombra?
Possibly, yes.
Who do you want hacked?
You can focus the fucking Rhine because without the shield, they're just open to damage.
Okay.
Or
when
you
use
can
ult?
hack the Mei because then she won't be able to fucking ice up and wall. So,
Yeah. She's definitely an issue. Like, they're also going on top of this balcony behind you guys with Symmetra's telly, so keep an eye out for that.
To fix it, and I haven't. I just played one game with him, but I just like have been thinking about it for a long time.
Dude, just hit guys in that back pussy, dude.
Go
Shut
Sam.
up. Shut up. I'm playing
I don't
flip
even
cup
like-
with this goddamn cone. Alright, fine. Go
You don't have to like
You're
break to
better.
like back pussy.
I don't like back. Well, that was only with the coaching girls.
No, fuck me.
Horse
Okay.
retreating! Horse retreating! Oh, Tinky, you are on your
9
own!
fucking health.
Actually, you know what?
Fuck, Revisited got in your way. I'm sorry.
Then I almost have Valkyrie again. What a time
my
to be
God.
alive.
It's just as in, they've fallen down. They went down. There's just a Widow there now sniping.
If you can top me off, I'll go jump on that widow.
Giggity. Alright. Behind. I'm on point right now with the Zarya. Very weak as fuck.
Oh, get the Widow, she's top left, Widow top left, she's got 3 rings.
What the fuck is here?
Beautiful. That should be
Got her ass. Get this fucking thing. Take his sandwich. Take his fucking sandwich.
I'm going.
The Zarya's dead. One shot.
They got a Reaper now.
They got a Reaper now. My gun's cooking on him now. Oh, come on. Damn it. I'm about to go Mei for self-sustaining.
Yeah.
We gotta get this shit.
Alright, I have it. Let's just push then.
I'm too immobile with a Ripper right now. It's
Push
not-
mid, and then from there we'll open with Vulk, and then to back us up in the fight, Brigitte can use a rally, but we gotta go.
Hell yeah, try to help me with that. Try to help me with that Reaper. If you guys can help focus on that Reaper,
Yeah.
and help everything else in the
What the
fight.
fuck is he sniping?
He's top left. He's top left.
That means one.
dude. Fuck, man. God damn it.
How does he have fucking Iris already?
How does he fucking have fucking ult already?
Reaper's low.
Who's still
Loading.
here? Who's still here?
Monkey.
I have a tracer now, no recall.
He's trying to solo on me.
Oh, I fell off. Can anybody come to the edge? Oh, I'm good.
I'm at the edge. I'm at the edge. I'm at the edge.
I've got it. I'm back. I'm back. I'm gonna try and get that res off.
Yo, Moira's
I'm on
one.
the Reaper. I'm on the Reaper. I'm on the Reaper. Reaper frozen. Dead.
Look for that Zed in
Moira's
the back.
hat?
I'm on the fucking rat.
Tracer's bridge.
She got me. She probably came for me. Dumbass Tracer.
Well,
Got
she
off point
didn't
to
get
fucking
on
fight
point,
me.
so.
Yeah, she got off point to fucking try to fight me. Do we get an overtime?
No. Oh yeah,
We're in overtime in
we
there?
did.
Yeah, we were in overtime.
Wow, this is gonna be fun.
Oh, fuck.
Alright.
I'm going Zarya for
Maybe,
this.
maybe a Junkrat, even though they had the Zarya, just because, you know, they're gonna be piling to one fucking spot.
Plus now if they keep the tracer or flanker.
And Venom, you can keep the sim going, bro. Honestly, like, just keep it on point.
And this is we're
Sim May,
attacking.
it's really your call.
Yeah, I'm trying to think here. Fuck.
Honestly, I think Orisa won't work with how much damage they're outputting, dude. The shield was shattering, and I still have like 5 seconds left to put another one up every fucking time.
My life is shattering.
I was honestly thinking Winston in this instance.
Okay, I'll play
Dude,
Winston.
well,
Don't
no.
think they're gonna
Zarya
lock
is
that-
fine.
that-
I'm thinking instead of Rhine to Winston, because then you can get quick charge. Let me.
Yeah, I
I'll do
would
it,
love
but
to play
the moment
Winston.
Reaper gangbangs me, you bet your ass I'll pop it off.
But let me play Winston. Let me play Winston. Play Zarya.
Fine.
Hurry up and switch it, boys. We got 50 some more seconds. They have the fucking Widow at the fucking no?
Yep.
Alright, they got the Sim bullshit again, so I don't think they're doing the Reaper. Because they got the fucking May and the fuck. There
As
you
long
go.
as you guys can let
There
me
you
know
go.
where Widow is, so I can keep an eye out for that. I gotta recharge.
I'm on point
Oh,
right
the
now.
Widow's top right. Widow's top right.
Oh, I'm cooking. I'm
she got
cooking. Trying to fucking
They
take
don't have a
care of
Moira.
the
He's
turrets.
got the rat.
Dang, that
Fuck.
Widow's taking everybody out.
Nice.
Oh, I was dying because of the goddamn turrets. The turrets were fucking. The point was wired.
Nice.
Fuck.
I'm gonna throw healing orb on point. 3, 2, 1.
Focusing Ryan. Focus Ryan. Focus Ryan. Focus Zarya.
Lucio is on point.
Where? I'll get him.
That bullshit out of here.
Just hold ult. Just hold ult. We won this.
We go mid. We go mid. Let the Brigitte open up with rally, and then from there, Winston, you can go in and smack them around, and then Tink, you use coalescence to keep them up. Here we go.
I can always wait for Zarya ult as well.
Yep, either or, whichever you deem fit.
Wow.
I'm on the
Did I
run. I'm on the
randomly
run.
get
I'm on the
fucking
run.
pinned?
Yes, you did. Focusing on the Rhine and the Brigitte. Getting the
Dude.
fucking
Zarya.
Zarya. Getting the Zarya. Getting the
Tracer's
Moira.
on the right here.
I'm blocking this
Tracer,
spawn.
right?
I held him in as long as I could.
Good job. Oh, now
Good
you
stuff.
bitches want to run a fucking May. What happened to the fucking sim, asshole? Alright, so they're gonna do the May. They're gonna do that May shit now. So we're gonna need the.
I think Torb May would be good with the Rissa.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Can I do that?
Yeah, I'll
Who's
go.
gonna do
I'll go
Torb?
Orisa.
Hunter, go Torb. I'll go May. Yeah. Nice,
Perfect.
good shit.
Now
Yo,
the
you want to do
question
that
is,
middle
I was gonna
shit?
say
The
we
middle
need
shit?
to hold mid. Yeah, we need to hold mid. And what you do is when you see them at choke, just block them off, because if they are gonna run that sim bullshit, she needs to see where she's gonna put that teleporter. At best, they'll be at the window to the right. Let's just fuck them.
Oh fuck! I almost forgot that they did that stupid shit.
Yep.
And you get fucked, boy. And no Vaseline.
That's right.
Amen, brother.
Both of these shits are dead. Wow. Oh, okay, that one's not dead.
Hello there.
No, after this game, guys, please endorse me. I don't have shit to live for. Nobody loves me. My girlfriend broke up with me. I live by myself just with my cat. It really mean a lot to me, man.
I thought you were gay.
No, I wasn't really gay. I told you that dude on Call of Duty told me that, and it just really bothered me.
Wait, recently or when you were 12?
Havoc. Remember?
Yeah, when I was 12, but it still bothers me today. Like I said, I only played one game, but he's super gay.
There you
You know,
go.
the fact that this man's going along with your bullshit shenanigans makes me think he needs, like, he deserves it more.
They have a Bastion. They have a Bastion. I'm
Junk
focusing
right
on
on
the
the right side.
Bastion.
Junk right side.
That Bastion is mid.
I'm trying to
Keep
keep
your
you
eyes
up.
out
I'm
for
trying to keep
him.
you up, Hunt.
Focus the Ryan
Almost
shield
under the wall.
because the Bastion is fucking.
Oh my god,
yeah.
baby Diva's one. Nope, never mind. She's getting healed.
Who cares? She's automatic.
Get on
There you
point.
go.
Or choke.
They don't have the
I need to
same, so we don't have
recharge.
the hard rush.
They're running out of shield.
I'm focusing the
Oh, I'm
Bastion. He's
recharging a
fucking
little
weak.
bit. Oh, on this one.
Junkie
Oh, get this
behind,
Ryan.
junkie
Get this
behind.
Ryan to the left.
Guys, careful, we have a junkie behind us somewhere.
He's right here on point with me. He's on point with me right now to the front of us. Yeah, there you go. This Ryan's over here to the left. He's fucked. He's trying to make his way. Dick him down. Long dick
Oh
style.
my god.
Good stuff.
My May popped off there, bitch.
Good shit. You still a White Walker. I'm still the Night King. You buys.
Hell yeah, bitch.
You take your Dornish ass on.
Ain't no
Damn,
Dornish,
he
bitch.
called you fucking Dornish ass, dude. He fucking got it. The little Dornish ass head looking like a goddamn peanut dog. You just got shitted on, boy, looking like
Yo.
a car in
Yo.
New York.
This
Yo,
dude right
you're-
here.
Your whole ass is
right
about to
here.
get hit with that fucking sportsmanship, bitch.
I just gave him
Yeah,
shot
man.
caller, bro. I just
Do
gave
that.
him shot
Fucking
caller
you go.
for that
put your
fade.
little-
There you go.
Man,
I just gave him
man,
shot
your
caller for
girlfriend
that.
looking like a Dollar Tree version of Ariana Grande. Fuck.
What the fuck was he talking about? Please.